Hi Greenville Nation, my name is Amanda Lang. I am from Lake in the Hills, Illinois. Reason for this video is because I saw Shannon, Daryl, and Mary Todd all post an introduction video of themselves, so I decided to jump in on the bandwagon and make an introduction video of myself. Interesting fact about Lake in the Hills is that if you're on Randall Road, you will be in 4 different territories at one time. You will be in Crystal Lake, Huntley, Lake in the Hills, and Algonquin. We actually had a tornado hit on that borderline, and they're all like, it was a really long tornado. It hit Lake in the Hills, Huntley, Crystal Lake, and Algonquin, and we're all like, it just hit the borderline. Yeah. So, I am the oldest child. Second oldest would be my sister Brittany. She's 15 years old, and we clash a lot, and it doesn't help that we share a room. And then the youngest is my brother Matthew. He's 12 years old, and me and him are like best friends. We're 2 peas in a pod, can't be separated. And then I have a dog, Snowball, who I will miss tremendously. He's like my dog. He used to be my sister's dog, and then she went away for Texas, and now he has become my dog. Sorry. So, I love to sing. I've been singing since I was in 4th grade, but not continuously because 5th and 6th grade, my school didn't have enough money to keep the choir program going, so it was sad, but I was able to do choir again in 7th grade. Bit of a warning, I have been out of school since December 2011. I graduated with the class of 2012, so I didn't actually get my diploma until May of 2012. But the reason why I'm going down to Greenville is to become a special education teacher. The reason why I want to do that is because of an experience that I had when I was a junior in high school. I wanted to become a PE leader, but none of the teachers had enough room on their roster. So I'm like, okay, I'll just be a regular gym person. I'll run around the track and all that. That's fine. I'll probably become a PE leader my senior year. And so then Miss Gabrielle comes walking along, and she's like, I need help for my gym class. I help with special needs, and I need 4 people. Is anybody interested? They're like, yeah, I'm interested. It'd be a good experience. And so that day we go, and I had such a blast. I can't remember the last time I was that happy. And so she's like, okay, in order for you to be my PE leader, you have to have good grades. And I didn't have any worries because I was not a straight A, like A plus when you think of straight A's, but all my grades were A's. Some were low A's, some were high A's. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna continue on with the story. So after a while, I started thinking of them as friends and not as special needs students, and I would eat lunch with them because, you know, you eat lunch with your friends. And so I went to my counselor and I said, hey, I really like what I'm doing. Is there a class that you can put me in that will help me become a special education teacher? Because I think that's what I want to do when I get out of high school. She's like, yeah. And she put me in as a student teacher, which they actually called me Miss Lang. It's all kind of cool. So I would help them answer questions, raise their hands when they were supposed to, and get on the bus, or when they were supposed to go to work, because my school did this program where if you were special needs, you got to go to work. So that's why I decided to become a special education teacher. I work at KFC in Crystal Lake. Sometimes I love my job, sometimes I hate it. Sorry to say this, but it kind of just depends on the customers. If I have a bunch of bad customers, then I have a bad day. Um, but most of the time I have a good day because of the people who I work with. I can't stop talking about going down to Greenville in 1 week. 1 week, August 23rd, exactly a week from today. Um, so I'm annoying everybody. And the person who's replacing me, her name is Aja, which I guess is Polish for Jordan, or Jonah, sorry. Um, she's like, you gotta stop because you're freaking me out because I'm supposed to know all this stuff before you leave. And I'm like, yes, it's fine, you already know it. So, yeah, I'm gonna miss work, but I'm gonna be happier that I'm down in Greenville. Um, I am going to join the Greenville choir, or at least I'm gonna audition. Um, Even though I've been out of school for a year, I haven't been out of choir. I went to MCC Community Choir. It was a free class, and I did that for 2 semesters. My conductor was Steve Shelley. He is awesome. Um, so, what else was I going to tell you guys? Quick little story about me. Personally, I grew up um, not going to church. We didn't really talk about God. We were told that there was a God, but we didn't really talk about him. Never went to church. The only time we went to church was for my cousin's first communion, and so that was the only time we ever set foot in a church. But I was always curious growing up. Like, I wanted to know who God was and what he's all about. My freshman year, I meet this girl who later becomes my best friend, who introduces me to church, and she's like, I'll take you to church. And I asked my parents if that's okay, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. So I go to church about a year. Now I'm a sophomore in high school, and um, I remember Pastor Brian from Highland Church saying, you can ask God anything, and he will answer it, but in his timing, not yours. And sometimes the answer is no. So I went home, and I decided to pray for a week. I know I did the whole timeline thing, but I had to know for sure. My prayer was, God, give me a sign that you're there and that I'm not wasting my breath. You want me to know that you're here, right? So just give me a sign. Yeah, I know. But so on Good Friday, my dad and we were fighting, and I ran upstairs crying, and instead of flopping on my bed like I normally do, I looked out my window and I saw this giant cross in my backyard. And instead of crying tears of sorrow, I cried tears of joy because there's only one explanation for that. God put it there to comfort me and to say, Amanda, I am here. Do not worry. So that's how I knew for sure that there is a God. Oh, Mary Todd? Yes, I am a Doctor Who fan. I am also an Arrows fan, and I don't know if I should be admitting this, but I also like Ink Master and Bar Rescue. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. My favorite books is Redeeming Love by Francina Rivers and Unbroken, although I can't remember who writes it. But it's about a track athlete superstar who is just trying to beat his records and wants to join the Olympics, but gets drafted into war and becomes a prisoner of war in the Japanese prison camp. So it talks about his experience there and how unfairly he was treated and about the rules that they break there. And oh, Daryl, sorry to put you on the spot. I just remembered that you said that you like to sing, so I'm trying to put people together um, for musicals and everything. So if you're interested, let me know. That goes for anybody watching this. So actually, still watching this. It's kind of a long video. Oops, sorry. Um, if you guys are interested in musical, let me know. So yeah, I guess I should be wrapping this up. one more fact that you should know about me is that I'm really shy at first. That's why I'm trying to get to know as many people now, so that there's no awkward moments. Because once I get to know you, I can't stop talking, as you can tell by this video. Yeah, my camera's right here, so that's why I'm pointing to this random space that you guys probably can't see the timer. Okay, Amanda, you're making yourself really weird. So, yeah, that's why I'm trying to do this. Ariana, Syria, can't wait to meet you guys. You guys seem like you're going to be awesome roommates. I can't wait to be down to Greenville on August 26th. See you guys then.